Welcome to our show!
Made with almond milk.
Okay.
Could I do 4 extra pumps of chai and the matcha cold foam thick?
Okay, what else?
I would like the bacon egg bites, and that'll be it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks. We are headed home from work. It is the day before New Year's Eve, and I started a new job, so I am back in the office 4 days out of the 5 weeks. So I'm no longer working remote. I'm actually working in person, and the struggle has been real. Okay, it's just like all of the reasons why I hated being in person before, after being remote for so many years. Is just like yeah, so the traffic, getting up early, going in person, all of the meetings and chatting and all of that stuff, and then you know, just having to do the commuting and stuff. It's really, to me, just not necessary. The work that I do, I think the work that anybody does can be done remotely, you know, to a certain extent. But even my supervisor, she advised, like, yeah, this job could be remote, but I prefer in-office interaction. So we're going to work just so that we can socialize in person. Totally unnecessary. But anyways, I digress. So I'm leaving work. I'm hoping to work from home tomorrow. Is my plan, because it's New Year's Eve. I'm not sure if we get off early or if I'm supposed to work from home, so I'm going to try to find that out. My new co-workers, they all advise that they're working from home. So just myself and another new hire, she's coming in person because we weren't told any different. So I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to follow suit of my co-workers or go in person with the other new hire. But I'm leaning towards working from home because I did ask, and I was advised that that was what everybody else was mainly doing. So I mean, that would be my response if asked why I'm working from home. It's because I asked, and that's what my coworkers told me that you know, everybody was doing. So anyway, tape-ins in, bust down middle parts. I think it's about a 30-inch. I think, no, it's not a 30-inch. This is probably like a 22, 23. But I really love the way I installed it. It's been a couple of days, so it's kind of got a little body to it. It's kind of giving a little body wave. This set is from ZARA, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I have been wanting to go to the movies or something like that, but I don't think that I'm gonna make it today. But I'll probably just go home, get showered, get changed. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I said I was gonna film a what's in my bag, my work bag, for you dolls. So I'm gonna go home and do that. So before I change and get showered and stuff, I'm just gonna touch up my makeup, put on a lip, put back on the lip, and I'm gonna film a what's in my work bag for you dolls, because I think it'll be super cute. But also because my bag is packed up, these are all the things that I used the last couple of weeks for working in person. And I'm using my Longchamp bag. My Longchamp bag, I almost said Goyard, but Longchamp Le Pliage bag. So I want to just show you guys what I have in there, and including my work laptop and all my accessories and must-haves for just a day in the office. I'll probably also insert just a video or a clip. I don't know if I did a video, but a clip of me in the office. So I was thinking to title this like my 9 to 5 vlog, or 7 to whatever, 8 to 5, 7 to 4, I don't know, vlog, just so because I'm gonna include like driving in and out, commuting, you know, commuting, some time in the office and stuff. It's been kind of chill. I have a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of learning activities as far as like training and just learning like acronyms and terminology. That's one thing with engineering. There's a lot of terms that are synonymous, that are standard, but then from company to company, each company has their own nomenclature and the way that they say things, or the way they refer to things, or the way that they abbreviate things. I've always found that there's a little bit of a learning curve when starting at a new company, oil and gas or engineering, just because the terminology is somewhat set, but at the same time there's nuances, and it's almost like learning a new language essentially, because you know, if people are using different terms for everything that you're doing work wise, from you know, one company to the next, and it's kind of like foreign. It almost makes it like you're relearning things over. So I'm spending a lot of time just relearning a lot of vocabulary or nomenclature, things of that nature. So I started this new job on not Christmas Eve, the day after Christmas. So Christmas Day came, I spent it with my children, my family, of course, and then that next morning. So I started prepping, winding down like around 6 or 7, because I didn't want this new job, or knowing that I have to go, to overshadow or interfere with my holiday with my kids and family. So I just started like around 6:30 or 7, after we had finished all of our activities and hanging out, spending time together, eating, opening presents and stuff. Then I started to get ready for the job. So I was kind of not looking forward to that, but it's just, you know, I was in the mindset like I have to do what I have to do, and this is the start date. I was specifically asked to start on the 26th so that I can use this time where most people are out of the office, myself and the other new hire, just to have a quiet environment in person to go through all of the activities that we need to do as far as training, coaching, meeting with the individuals that are in the office. And so far, actually, it's been pleasant because nobody's in the office for the most part. Today, which is Monday, the 30th of December, there was actually a lot more people in the office coming back, or maybe coming in for like a half a day and that sort of thing. So just meet and greet, mostly a little chatting, but it's kind of like more so icebreaker. So I'm actually happy and grateful that I was able to get some of those first introduction meeting with people, meeting people for the first time and stuff out of the way, because I was just thinking that if everybody was back in the office at the same time, which is January the 6th, on the Monday after New Year's, that it would be so many people to meet and to, you know, reintroduce yourself to and all of that. So it actually has been working out really, really good. God is good, and I know that it's just him working and making things smooth, no friction, no issues, and I really have been having a pleasant experience so far. You know, tomorrow work from home, like I was saying, which is the 31st. The 1st, the office is closed, and then I'm not sure if we are in person the day after New Year's, but I'm pretty sure we are if we were in person the day after Christmas, or I was in person the day after Christmas. So I'll just plan for that. So that'll be Monday. Today is Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, New Year's is Wednesday. So Thursday as far as being in the office. I'll plan to be in the office, and then Friday is our work from home day. So that's how this week is looking. Really chill, nothing terrible. And I've been learning a lot of stuff, so it's been very productive. Even though I'm mostly on my own, I haven't been just like idle. I've really been taking advantage of the time, because why not? I want to assure my success, so I'm definitely gonna do what I need to do to make sure that I'm successful. I look so oily, and it's not that I am. I think it's just the sun. I'm forward facing the sun driving home, so it's giving off that oily kind of a glow. But really the face is not that bad. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drive. The traffic is not super bad, but I know that next week when I'm commuting in and everybody's back to work, I'll have to take that into consideration when I start to plan, you know, driving in the morning and what time I'm going to be leaving out to head in, because I am in like the central, working in the central part of Houston. If you guys are familiar with the area, like the Galleria area, so that's like a really like a hot spot, you know. And so traffic is trafficking, especially coming through the Galleria area, like off of 610 and stuff. There's always traffic there, like even on the weekends. So I want to make sure that I'm leaving out earlier, getting there earlier in the morning, leaving out earlier, so that I can beat traffic as much as possible. So anyways, dolls, I did show you guys me getting my nails done. Again, they came out really, really nice. This is the gentleman who did them the last time. Well, one of the last times that I went. Make sure I have any makeup on there. But they look really good. I feel like his technique is kind of a Russian manicure, where he cuts the cuticles, puts the nail bed back so that the nails are more of a deeper set, and then they last so much longer this way. So it almost reminds me of like a press-on nail, the way that he has it on, but it looks really clean, really neat. So neat that they look kind of like press-on nails to me, but that's just because he's done the Russian manicure on it, and I just love the way it looks. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably try to do something a little bit different when I go back, because I know the French is just like redundant at this point. But I like French. I wanted to start my new job with French because I think it looks really professional. I had thought about getting my nails cut down just so they could be at like a professional length, or changing the shape or something. And my mom talked me out of it. She was just like, why are you changing your style for the job? You know, you should go in, be yourself, do your nails the way that you feel comfortable with your nails, and they always look nice. So it's not like this, you know, designs or anything really crazy. It's just a French manicure. And she was right, because as soon as I got them done, I felt so good. I felt like myself. And so I was glad that I didn't deviate and get something different specifically just for this job, because I would have had like, I was thinking about getting like some little almonds, or I wasn't going to get any short Frenchies like square or anything, but I have done that before, like for job interviews and for my new jobs, but this time I didn't. So anyways, I'm glad that I got what I got. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive, get over here, wheel and deal through this traffic, and then when I get home, like I said, I'm gonna sit down, film a what's in my bag video. Okay, I had thought about filming it here in the car, because I have done some of my what's in my bag videos here in the car before. But once I get home, I'll just go into my little area, and I will film the video sit down style for you dolls, and we'll take it from there. So anyways, I will see you dolls shortly. Look dolls at my hair. I love the install. This is the Lachey hair from Amazon, and it's so gorgeous. I just got it in like middle part, kind of a side part, but it's still off to the middle, a little off center, but that's just because this morning when I did it at like 5:30 this morning, it just kind of ended up being a little off center. I was just showing you guys the install Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can tilt you down a little bit so you can see the length. Yes, there we go. So this is the length. I believe this is a 22 inch, and then you guys know I started low in the back so that when I pull it forward, it is hanging like this. And then I also have been loving this spray. This is actually a spray that my boys use for like their edge ups and stuff after they do their edge ups to keep the hairline looking fresh. But I used it and I've been loving it. It's a temporary hair color spray in jet black, and it's by Red by Kiss. I spray my leave out, and I really love this one because it's super jet black, but also because it doesn't transfer. So like if I'm doing like this with it, you know, nothing's coming off on the hands or my fingernails, and it lasts all day. I do that, and then I'll do like a little dots to be on there, and it just holds really nice. I hope all of that clutter in the back is not too distracting. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to hop in the shower. I just wanted to show you dolls my hair before I did get in the shower. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I hope y'all had a great Christmas, a great New Year's. And I got videos coming for you dolls, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure that you are subscribed, like, and comment. And I'm really about to get in the shower this time. I'll put my pajamas on, and when I have my makeup and stuff, I usually just like freshen up, but I'll leave my makeup on until a little bit later most times. So what is this thing? I will probably do that. But anyways, dolls, I'm ready to get off of here. I'm ready to get comfortable because before I know it, it'll be time to get up for work again. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. But these are seamless tape ends, and the thing I love about them is that they're so flat and so comfortable, unlike the I guess traditional clip-ins, to where I can sleep in these. So I'll tie my scarf on and keep them in, so I don't have to keep taking them out and reinstall them every morning, since I'm doing a full head of tape-in extensions. Like my whole, you know, is braided down, full braid down, and then the extensions. So I don't want to have to keep taking that out. It's just too tedious. So I'm going to just tie my scarf on them. I just don't want them to get to where they're like stiff. That's the only reason that I may still take them out and reapply, but I don't want to apply them, take them out and reapply them again, because I like the way that they're in. And the top has been tricky for me in the morning, so I may leave them in. I'm debating, but even if I wrap them after about a week, they get kind of stiff, kind of a little oil buildup. So I may go ahead and just take them out, or do it a couple of nights and then take them out, but I don't know yet. But anyways, dolls, that's what I'm contemplating over here. I just wanted to tell y'all about the clip ends and everything. I absolutely love these. I had thought about going back to tape ends for a little bit, but I don't want to perm my full hair and all of that. So tape ends, it still is. They're so convenient, so nice, and you get the same look without, it's just very low maintenance, I will say that. So yeah, so anyways, I'm out. Steaks for dinner and baked potatoes. My oven is dirty, so I'm not gonna show you, but baked potatoes. Okay, dolls, another work day is down. That one was not so bad, but I just feel like I was dragging today. I don't know if it's just the cold weather, the earlier start time, because I don't think it's the earlier start time, because I have been trying to get here consistently like around 7. We're supposed to start like hard start around 8 o'clock, so I'm usually here around 7 in the Galleria area near my job, so that if I wanted to stop to get a coffee, I could. I can park, I don't have to rush or anything like that. And then if there's traffic, you know, leaving in enough, giving myself an adequate amount of time. But anyways, today I do feel a little tired. I did take my iron today, so I don't know if maybe it's just the monthly flow that is recirculating around, or my circadian rhythm. I don't know, but anyways, I do feel a little bit like I'm dragging today. So that's how today went. I did have a training that was from 9 to 12 for just software usage, and then I had a more specific work specific meeting from 1:30 to like 2 o'clock, which wasn't bad. It's about 2:45 that I left the office, and I'm heading out a little earlier today because Caleb has a basketball game and it starts at 4, and of course I have to be there right when it starts. So the elevators were out at work for some reason. I don't know what happened, but for my floors, like floor 8 through 60 or something like that, the elevators were out. So I'm luckily on the 8th floor, so I was able to take the stairs down, but I am in heels, so that was a little bit of a struggle going, even though it was going down. I had my bag, my laptop, and all of that, my end of day stuff, my water bottle or Stanley, and just clumping down the stairs, but all good. So now I am just en route. As you dolls can see, there is traffic. But there is traffic already, so that's why I wanted to leave in enough time that I can get over to the school park, get my ticket, go in, and sit down. But I'm glad the day is over with. So how I foresee the rest of the week is that we do have the winter freeze that is supposed to happen on Thursday of this week, Thursday and Friday to be exact. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll be working from home those days, which I'm, you know, really hoping for, praying for. And I think the schools and stuff will be closing. Usually when the schools close, offices will also shut down because of the icy roads and stuff, or the icy conditions for traveling into work. But I'm not exactly sure, since this is my first a few weeks with this company, and I've heard that they're really flexible and, you know, not tripping on anything like that. So I foresee that if not, I will ask to work from home, because it will be necessary for me, because my boys, you know. So, and I don't want to be traveling in the ice. Not that I couldn't drive, but it's Houston, not everybody knows how to drive slower and all that, and it's just not necessary if I can work from home. So the plan is just to go in for Caleb's game. Mom is picking up Joshua. I'm not sure if Josh wants to go to the game, but whatever Josh wants when he's with Mimi is what he gets, as they should. She spoils her grandbabies, and they absolutely are the sweetest babies, so they deserve it. They get done with car rider line and all of that. The game is just an hour long, so by the time they get out of the car rider line, school is dismissed at 4, and, you know, get Josh and all of that. I don't think they will come to the game, so I'll probably just meet them back at the house. As far as dinner and things like that, because since this is a 9 to 5 or 8 to whatever the timing is that we put on the vlog, since this is a working mom wife vlog, I just wanted to kind of give you guys just, you know, the flow of things, how the day goes, how my morning starts, what I'm doing during the day, what my evening flow looks like, and that sort of thing. I just want to kind of give you an overview or rundown of what we are doing in the evenings. So that's what this evening looks like. Last night, after I got off of work, dolls, I actually went over to the movies. I treated myself to a movie. I watched the uncommon one, or the unknown one. I think it was the uncommon one. But anyways, it was Bob Dylan, kind of like a biopic or a biopic about Bob Dylan. One thing you dolls may not know about me is that I am a big, huge, like, just lover of music, different genres, different eras, different artists, and I'm obsessed. I love Johnny Cash, June, Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, just a lot of, I don't know, kind of hippie, cool, artsy type artists from current and past. So that's one thing about me, is that I just love music, and my love for music supersedes all genres, religions, nationalities, all that kind of stuff. Like, if the music is good, the music is good. But yeah, I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. So Bob Dylan, you know, I wanted to watch this. Johnny Cash was in the movie as well, or depicted in the movie as well. June, Joan Baez, etc. So it was just a really good period piece. I love period pieces. I love historical works, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, as far as like reading books, watching movies, and just you know, learning. I love to learn, and I just like watching things or learning about things that kind of have a historical spin on them, or depiction, historical depiction, because, you know, you get to see the clothing that they were wearing during that time, how the cars looked, how the cabs looked, how the restaurants looked, just different stuff. Like, this one was set in New York City, and stuff. So it just kind of, I just like stuff like that. So anyways, I went to the movies yesterday evening. I watched that movie. It was cool. I actually got, you know, dinner there for myself, and then I did like a double meal. So I did half there, I ate half there, and then the other half I took for work today. So what you dolls saw me eat today was actually like my other half of what I ordered at the Star Cinema. So I got a shrimp Caesar salad, and I just had their wings. I love their wings, so I got their wings naked, which, you know, is kind of a carb load, but it's hot right now. It's cold, but it's hot, kind of stuffy. So anyways, that's what I had over there. And then when I got finished with that, Caleb wanted to go pick up a denim tier sweatsuit from this little shop that he likes to frequent, and that I like too. I've shown y'all before, but it's at the Houston Premium Outlets here, which is really close to our house. So that was at like 7 o'clock that we jetted over there, because the Premium Outlets closed at 8. So we jetted over there. He got there in enough time to look around. He actually picked out a hoodie. We gone there earlier, like maybe Friday, but the fact that they didn't have a full set, he was looking like for a full set of like the hoodie and the sweatpants, a matching set to wear to school for his first day back. Didn't have it there, so he was like, that's okay, Mom, I'll just order it online, so that he could get, you know, the full set and the one that he wanted. But then I was like, Caleb, are you sure? Do you want to go today and just get the hoodie? You can wear it with your purple jeans, so you have something new to kind of put on for your first day back to school. Or you could get the sweatpants, and wear it with you know, a t-shirt, or you can get a Hellstar t-shirt to wear with your Hellstar sweatpants or something like that. So he was like, yes, if you don't mind taking me. So we went. It was so cold last night, but it was just a fun little, are you blurry? it was just a fun little outing for he and I. So definitely don't mind taking him, because you know he's a fashion guy like me, like myself. So I know, like, you know, you want to put something on for your first day back at school. So we did that. We had a little quality time, got to talk a little bit, just one-on-one on the way out there. Stopped and got some pretzel bites when we finished. And yeah, so then of course when I got back home, it was like a really quick in and out trip. When I got back home, I spent some time with Joshua, because of course I want to spread the love around for my boys. So just kind of chatted with him about, you know, getting ready to be back at school and things like that. And he actually just ended up like falling asleep together and all of that stuff. But anyway, so that's how yesterday evening looked. I didn't really do much besides shower as far as I was concerned when I got home. I have been liking to look over my work. Let me put the air. Showered. I did wash my hair last night. So I took out all of the clip ends, because I just didn't like the way I had it installed. And I didn't think that it was being, like, the leave out wasn't covering properly, and my leave out was stiff because it had been a week that I have been having the clip ends just in and putting my bonnet on at night. So I was like, no, this is not my vibe. I like the hair to have a little flow with it, you know, to have a little movement. So I did that last night, washed my hair in the shower, did like a full everything shower, which was really nice and refreshing. And then I got into my PJs and I just chilled. I didn't look over my work, but what I like to do now is just to kind of go through, look over my stuff, because, you know, the first couple of weeks that I started, I had more time because everybody was out on vacation. So that was a plus of starting over the Christmas break or the New Year and stuff, was that most people were out. So the office was really, really quiet. There was no meetings. It was just a lot of good time to like go through, do trainings, and just to sit and learn. But now that everybody's back in the office, we have meetings every day. So it's like I'm learning as I go, but I don't really have a lot of time. I'm learning on the spot, so I don't really have a lot of time to just sit and absorb every single detail that's being thrown my way, or, you know, information that's being shared with me by, you know, so many different people, because I'm supporting a lot of different projects. So it's a lot of nuances, a lot of new nomenclature, a lot of new different systems to learn and that sort of thing. So that plus meetings and then taking notes just to get it all captured. I like to go back through in the night, the evenings, and just kind of revisit my notes, reread them, make it make sense in my mind, tie things together logically, and just go through, you know, okay, this was said in the meeting, what did that mean if I didn't understand something? And then I also like to keep just a list of questions, like, okay, this is what was said and all of that. If I didn't understand something, I'm jotting down like just questions that I can ask when I have the opportunity the next day. So kind of like a debrief, but also like a info session for myself, just to make sure that I'm staying on top of things and developing a good systematic approach to being successful at the new job. So that's where we're at with the dolls. I'm gonna go ahead and drive. I'm not in jeopardy of being late or anything to the game, so I'm glad that I left when I did. I didn't bring any flats is the only thing, so I'm fully like suit, jacket. This one is from ZARA, by the way. I think I put all the details up where the outfit is from. And is that a fire truck? No, I put all the details up from where the outfit is from. So I'm gonna be in the game in heels and jacket and all that. I usually like to bring some sneakers or something, or keep them in my car, like my walking shoes, but they're in the house, so I know I don't have anything in here that I can change into, but it's fine. It's just an hour, and then thankfully the game is in district. It's close to my house, so after we get done with the game, I'm sure that my husband is gonna pick up Caleb, because he likes to kind of run down, you know, what he did at the game and kind of give him some feedback. So he'll go to the school and pick Caleb up, since he likes to ride the bus home from the games versus just getting signed out a lot of the times. And yeah, so I'll just head home from there, meet my mom with Josh, sure they'll be at the house, and then shower. And I don't know if I'm cooking anything tonight. That we're gonna do for dinner today. I didn't take anything out, so the things that we have at home are frozen. I don't know what we're gonna do. I would like to get I could always go for Mexican food, so I was thinking like quesadillas or nachos or something like that, but I don't know. It'll just kind of be like a collective decision on what we get. We do have a gift card for Papa's from Christmas that we were trying to keep in mind to use, but it's so far away from where we're at, and then we had barbecue over the weekend, so the boys probably won't want that. But they have really good baked potatoes, loaded baked potatoes, but I really don't need that carb, so that's the only other thing. And then I had gotten popcorn from the theater, and what I did was I had some turtles, and that was my sweet with the salty, and it is so good, so good. Chef's kiss. I like to, especially when the popcorn is hot, the butter is hot, and then you just kind of break up the turtles, put them in there, or whatever your favorite. That's my favorite, but I'm gonna say turtles because I can't vouch for anything else. Sometimes I used to do raisinets, those were good, but I really like it with the turtles because it's got the pecans, the chocolate, the caramel, and then it just kind of melts and softens up, and it's just chef's kiss. It is so good. So I made the mistake of having that. I have been craving that. I was like, whenever I watch a movie again, I'm getting that, and I'm just gonna eat that. It's gonna be my treat. And so I got that as my treat, but it's a small size popcorn, but you know, when you don't eat something a lot, it's just kind of like you get you know, your fix of it. So I had like quite a few bites of that, but then I had so much popcorn left over. I was like, okay, I'm gonna save the rest for the next time that I watch a movie at home or something. I'll have it. But girl, I ended up getting up out of my sleep, grabbing that box of popcorn, craving it during like the late evening after I had fell asleep. I woke up trying to get after that popcorn, and then I was like, okay, I'll just have a few bites of it with the, you know, chocolate and the turtles. And oh my God, I really had to catch myself. I'm like, no, we do not eat late like this. We're not eating sugars like that, carbs from the popcorn. So I had to throw that stuff away, because I know if I would have kept it like for a next time moment, that it would have just been me like nibbling on that. And I'm trying to do so good with my diet. Like, it's not really a diet, it's a lifestyle change. So I've been limiting, like, you know, my eating habits and stuff. Or if I am gonna have like a chai or something in the morning, or matcha, that I'm putting a protein with it. So I'm doing eggs with it, or something that kind of keeps you from having like the glucose spikes, or just makes it a little more even versus just, you know, just pounding through sugar or a sugary drink and stuff first thing in the morning. This morning I did stop at Starbucks, guilty as charged. But I did try a different drink today, which was a cappuccino. I had the cappuccino made with half and half, just so that I could get a little caffeine, because like I said, I was kind of tired this morning when I woke up, and I wanted something, but I didn't want the sweetness. So I got the cappuccino. Half and half milk is more stable as far as like your blood sugar than like the other milks in terms of carbs and stuff, in terms of a carb. So I usually get almond milk with my Starbucks, like my chai or my matchas, but I got the half and half. So I am not a big coffee drinker, but I was like, well, what is something I could get if I could, so that I could still have some sort of a caffeine, and you know, not the sugar, not the sweet, but still get like my little fix. So I tried that out today. I'm just not a coffee girl. Like, I used to drink cappuccinos and different things like that, but just as I've gotten older, it just wasn't a go for me in terms of like my tummy, like gut health. I don't know, it always kind of irritated my stomach, and so that's why I stopped with the coffee. It used to make my tummy hurt, but I didn't really drink the cappuccino. I got like a couple of sips, and truth be told, I went back to Starbucks. I drank a couple of sips, and I'm like, no, this is not it. And I actually went and got my normal drink from Starbucks, because I wanted something, and I was like, well, I'll just get it today, and then I won't get it anymore this week. So that's where I'm at with it. no matter what, I'm not going to Starbucks anymore this week because I already went Monday and Tuesday. Did I go on the weekend? I'm trying to think, what did I do this weekend? Sunday I did, because oh man, I went and got coffee for my mom, and I had a coffee and I took it to her house on Sunday. Yeah. Ugh. I can't remember what I did Saturday, but I feel like over the weekend I just went on Sunday. I don't know, but I've been drinking coffee too much, so that's it. I may not have it again until like, I'm gonna try to push through. The problem is that on Monday morning, just getting up from work for work, that's like my little treat that I'm like, okay, my incentive to get up, to be going into the office in person, 6 a.m. It's like, okay, you can do it. You get your little self a reward. And that's how I'm looking at it. So maybe if I could just commit to only getting a chai on Monday and Friday. When I'm working from home, I like to have a little something. So maybe Monday and Friday I will commit. But as far as this week, it's already done. And nothing on the weekend. So I'm going to try to commit to that. Just Monday and Friday, a tall chai. And then that's it for the week. Because every day, of course, is no longer an option. But not just like going with the flow either. So that's my thoughts on that. What's in my bag for my Longchamp, and I just kind of, you know, sat down, a sit down video, and showed you what I had in my bag. But this time today I was like, well, let me show you how I use the things that are in my bag. Like, let's unpack the bag with me. So that's what that is. The bag is a good bag. I actually feel like I could go with an even bigger bag because I'm not able to carry all of the things that I need for work. So I'm trying to evaluate if the bag is a functional work bag for me, because my laptop, my notebook and stuff, along my planner, that already takes up a lot of space. Plus adding in like toiletries, and I'm very minimal on the toiletries, as you all saw. Highlighters, pens, what is the word for those things? I'm not gonna be able to call it, but all of those type things. Stationery, my stationery. Then in my bag is already kind of full to where, you know, if I want to bring home like my notes with my folders and stuff, where I'm starting to build my notes and stuff, or I'm carrying my Stanley in there, then it's kind of tight and it's heavy, and I don't want to put a lot of stress on my handles, because I have had that issue with my Goyard at my last previous job, carrying that as my bag. It was just too much on those. But one thing that I don't like is that my Stanley, if I have water left over in it, or if I want to bring my Stanley already full with like my own water and mint leaves and all that stuff and lemon, it leaks into my bag. So even if it's sitting flat, I've got the lid on, I've got a straw cover, I'll unpack my bag, and my notebook and stuff is wet, or my papers are wet, and I'm like, you know, there's little tiny drips and stuff that's coming out of the Stanley. So what I did today, bringing it in, was I just didn't put any water in it. I just put my ice. Did I put ice? I think I just put my lemons, my blueberries and stuff in the Stanley. And then when I got into the office, I unpacked it and I added the water in the ice, so that it wouldn't be like traveling, bouncing around and getting my stuff wet. Because I was like, my whole bag was wet. Y'all may have noticed that when I did the sit down what's in my bag, and I had taken my stuff out and my bag was wet on the outside. I'm like, good thing it's nylon, so the bag itself is not damaged, but my contents are wet now. Like my pens and stuff are wet and all of that, and I don't like mess. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I did just hand carry my Stanley one hand and then just put my bag on my shoulder, but I want to put it all together, that way my hands are free when I'm walking. I'm not carrying like this big, like, look at me, I got a Stanley cup, which I think is so obnoxious. But yeah, I gotta figure that out. Or either what I'm thinking to do is just, instead of like bringing my Stanley home, leaving it in the car and just cleaning it, you know, taking it back and forth, is just leaving the Stanley at work. That way I'm not bringing it, and I'll just, you know, leave it there. But I need to get a key for my desk, because right now the key is not there. So So I need to request a key so that I can lock my stuff up, not because I'm scared of people stealing. I just don't like the idea of like somebody touching my stuff or tampering with my stuff while I'm out, especially like things that I consume. So I want to make sure I can lock it up first. But if that's the case, I think that's what I was doing in my old job in person, was just locking one Stanley up so I'd have it there all the time, and just bringing like my lemons and stuff that I was going to add to my water Ziploc bag, and just, you know, filling my cup up and stuff at work, which is totally fine, because but I do like to bring it home just to sanitize it and stuff. But they have soap, dish soap, and, you know, all the cleaning supplies there at the office, to where I can clean it out there too and just leave it for work use only. We have arrived at the school. Just while I was thinking about it, I wanted to tell you dolls that I want to, and I plan to film a video, just a sit down video talking about why I have started back 9 to 5, and just how to achieve your goals through taking on extra work or working, you know, different jobs that you may not want to, just so that you can hit some of your goals. So I think that's going to be really, really good, especially with us being at the top of the year, in terms of goal setting.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left into the parking lot.
Okay, in terms of goal setting, and just having extra income and being able to achieve a little bit more by just making some concessions in your life. So I definitely want to get that film and just talk about some of the things that I have planned on my to-do list that are directly related to my taking on this new job, that's going to help me meet my goals, and just to talk about
Go past the slide, then at the next one, turn left.
Okay, so school zone too. So I just wanted to pop back on and tell you that coffee is a different kind of buzz, and I don't think I'm a coffee girl, because I feel jittery. Like, that's how I feel. The coffee is making me feel kind of like I want to move my legs, I want to be moving, and I don't like that kind of a buzz. That's kind of like a Monster energy drink type buzz. So, and I didn't drink that much of it, so I'm gonna just stick with my chais, I'm gonna stick with my matchas, and I'm gonna leave the coffee to my coffee girls, to you coffee girls, because it's just not for me. I guess if you just needed like a few little hits, then that's cool. And probably because I don't drink it often, it's probably hitting me a little bit harder too. I just don't like that buzz effect. Like, I don't mind, you know, when I'm on my chai or my matcha, it's kind of like, you know, you got a little something going on. You feel a little more peppier, a little more energized, but you don't feel jittery, like high, not high, but just like buzzing. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
There you go.
Get in. You ready? Get open. We are back in the car. The game is over. It was a success. They won, which is good. Caleb did a great job, which I'm so excited about, because he's a freshman, 18, and he's already been told by his coaches that he's being looked at for varsity for next year. So I'm super excited for him. I'm so proud of him and both my boys, because they are just really great young men. They put in the work, and just really, really a blessing in my life. So any victory for them, I'm celebrating them. And I know that this is one of his goals, is to you know, either have started straight away on varsity or just to already level up to varsity his sophomore year. And so he's on track for that, and I'm so excited. Yeah, so we're looking to see if he has the same opportunity for football too, you know, or whatever. So that's what we're looking at. He is going to start with the 18U, playing with the an 18-year-old league for football, but this is the 7-on-7, so it's more like a touch football. But that's going to help him with his speed, his endurance, and just the fact that he was requested or asked to join an 18U team. That means that his football trainer feels that he's competitive enough to run against, he's 14, so to run with 18-year-olds and essentially like adults. Not tackle, because if it was tackle, it would be like, no, he's not going to tackle, but just for just to get out there, get his name out there, get in front of scouts, because they are at the older, you know, at that level, there are scouts and stuff there. So I'm just really excited about all the things that are happening in his life, and he is on track just for success, of course. That, and academically, this should be a really great semester for him, as far as his grades and stuff goes this semester. So yeah, so anyways, we're getting ready to head home. I'm going to meet Mom to get Josh. Caleb and Terry are staying here at the game to watch JV and varsity play, so they've got a couple more hours before they're back home, which is fine. So I'll have a chance to get home, get showered, straighten up a little bit, have a little downtime before it's the full crew. I know Josh is probably gaming because, you know, he needs some me time also, because he's been at school all day today, first day back. So I know he's wanting to just kind of chill, de-stress, get on his game and stuff, now that he's home. So he's gonna do his thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and that's what it is. The nails are looking good still. Like, the nails are really, really good. And that's why I wanted to go back to the same guy that I went to the last time, because my nails, he does the cuticles back further and do the set further back so that it lasts longer. But that's what he did. And I love that because the sets last so long. And as you can see, I've had these a couple of weeks now. I have barely anything that is, you know, and not that my nails haven't grown, but it's just that he took the cuticles so far back that you can't tell. So this lasts literally like a month, guys. I'm not joking. But the only thing about it is that I feel like it does that. It lasts that way. But as far as the lifting, I feel like they lift a little bit because they are sitting around the cuticle like that. I feel like, I don't know, or that the nails feel like they're just lifting up. That's the only way I can put it. So for that reason, I felt like, well, maybe I could go back and have them cut them down, because they don't look like they need to be refilled, and they don't. But the nails have grown out, because I can tell, because they're so much longer than they were a few weeks ago. So I would normally go back at this point because I need a refill. I need them cut down and you know, filled in. However, because it's that manicure that he did, they've grown out. Lengthwise is a lot longer, but I don't need a fill. So if I went back, it would just be for like a cut down. And I'm like, I don't know if I really want to go back for that reason or not. So that's my dilemma. I'm like, do I go back now, or do I wait until it's the actual time that I need to go, when I see like new growth and where I can actually fill them in? So, and then my mom went with me, and her nails have been chipping off, which never happens, but I can't vouch for the lady. She needs to get her nails done. And so if she goes, I was thinking to go and just get them cut down. But if he cuts them down, he's gonna have to redo like the design on them. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna that's gonna cut mostly just the white off, so he would need to redo the overlay. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna just let it ride for now and just endure the length, because you know, you dogs know I'm already back where I'm doing this, and so that's how I know it's time to get a fill. but I can't. So I'll probably just ride it out. If she goes, I may just go with her. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I may just go with her, and I don't know. But now I'm just heading home. I really like my makeup and the way that it has been this week. I really like my install. It looks so smooth, so flat. And I don't know how I keep ending up with like a kind of a side middle part versus just a bust down straight down the middle part. But for some reason the last few weeks I've been kind of having an offset part, but I'm not mad at it. It's fine, and it gives a little more character than just straight down the middle, so it's totally fine. But yeah, but the makeup that I'm wearing is the Urban Decay all-nighter. The Urban Decay all-nighter foundation. I don't know if it's discontinued or not, but I've been back obsessed with it, and so I need to go online and order a couple of bottles in case it is discontinued. That's what I did the last time, and this lasts so long. The color that I have, it does oxidize and set a little bit lighter, so I tend to wear this one in the fall, winter, spring months, and then for summer it's just like, no, I can't wear it because it's too light. And the next shade up, unless I mix foundations from them, would be too dark or too red, kind of a muddy look. So I always love this foundation at this time of the year, or if I do wear it in the summer, I'll wear this and maybe mix a little bit of the Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder double wear with this is so tea. That's my perfect combo for when, I don't know why it's looking like my gap is back, baby, but it's throwing me off. It's the angle, but that's my perfect combo for like going out evening, like if I was going out and I was gonna be out for a while, or when I used to go out, because it just sets like butter. It's no flash. It's just so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So I love to do that, and I may do that. I just hate to, you know, go so heavy for everyday use, but like for evenings and stuff, I absolutely love to combine those two foundations. So if you're looking for a really good foundation, either one of those is great. The Estee Lauder Double Wear or the Urban Decay All Nighter foundations. Like I said, I've only been able to find it online on their websites, but it's so tea. I see some of my girlies out here walking. They're not my girlies, but some of my neighbors, people that live in my neighborhood, out here walking around the lake. It is so cold today. I really did want to get a walk in, because right now, let me see how many steps we're at for the day. We're at 4204, if y'all can see that. 4204. And you know, my goal is at least 10,000, 12,000 or so. So I know if I went for a walk, I would be at like 15,000, because I do get even more steps in with my new job, walking from the parking garage. I try to go back at least once during the day to get some exercise in, and I want to start back my walks. It's just been the weather, but so many people are walking. They're like, what's wrong with the weather? So I really don't have an excuse. Here's some more people. I should have came for a walk too. I might come for a walk. I don't think I'm coming for a walk, girl. Like, let's be for real. I'm gonna get out of these heels, and my mom is there, so I'm gonna visit with her for a little bit, and then I doubt I'm going for a walk. The cold air and my mature body, I don't know that I want all this cold air, night air walking. So I sound like an old lady, but it's so true. So I probably won't walk tonight, but hopefully the weather is back warm Monday so we can pick it up next week. But I do have a route that I'm going to try out at work tomorrow. I'm going to try that route out. Inside the building, there's a walking path that I saw some ladies walking. So I could do that tomorrow, and that would be cool. So I'm going to do that, and then I could get some more steps in this week. So if I did that, tomorrow is Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, that'll give me 2 days, and then I'll pick back up on Monday. So anyways, dolls, we have pulled into the garage. We are fully home. And yeah, so let's see what's going on in the house. Well, I hope I pulled in enough. Yeah, because they got the basketball goal in front of me. So they have a mini hoop in the garage that we got for Christmas for them. and not able to pull fully into the garage. But they play when my car is not in the garage. They play the mini hoop out here in the garage. So since it's been cold outside. So anyways, girl, the life of a basketball mom. Not a basketball wife, but a basketball mom for sure. ×2. Is that my charger? Okay. I haven't quite figured out if we can wear jeans or not to work, but I feel like these jeans are not jeans to where I am wearing them today. I saw a lot of people in jeans, so I think it's okay. I wanted something a little warmer today, and also I'm wearing my eyeglasses today, so I was thinking something a little less, I don't know, but Skims top, because I'm quickly getting dressed this morning. I know I had a little stain on there. I have another one, I might switch. Skims top, ZARA on ZARA. I think this is a super cute, casual yet dressy work outfit. ZARA blazer with the brass buttons down the front. And then these ZARA, and then with the ZARA jeans, it's a gray wash denim. Very casual, but I think that, and then I'm wearing my gray bomber jacket. Well, not bomber jacket, my gray full, I don't know the name of it. It's too early, guys. But my long jacket like this, but it's in the car, it's gray. I'm going to put that over the top to wear in because it's cold this morning. It's like 30, down in the 30s. So I think I love the neckline on the Skims top with it. It's a little thin. I can't find my long sleeve Skims shirt. I'm still looking for it. That would have been perfect. But if not, I'm going with this classic Skims cut top. Like I said, I'm wearing my Tom Ford glasses to work today. Same bag. It's already in the car. And I'll probably wear my Angel Share. We're probably doing Angel Share apple brandy combo today because I wore it another day this week and it smells so good. So I'm going to do this combo today. It's just so warm, so inviting and crisp, and I just love those two together. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, is just quickly get dressed, put my makeup on, lashes. Did I bring my lashes in here? I don't think I did, but I have a fresh pack of lashes. Put those on, and we are getting ready to go out the door. Okay, I almost forgot to give y'all shoes. So I'm most likely doing these ZARA shoes. They're comfortable. The jeans are so long that you really only see the tip of the shoe anyways. And of course it's a match because it's clear. Oh, here's my lashes. I'll do that. But yeah, then I got my mom got me some new lashes. $119. I'll work with them. Duo glue. So that was nice of her. Very sweet. So we are all set for today. I would have taken my Goyard, but I don't feel like changing it out. It's full of just stuff, girl, and I don't feel like it. So we're gonna roll with what we got. Still with the Le Pliage for the win. Y'all, the jeans are fitting big. We forgot we lost all this weight since the last time we wore them, but I think once I put my jacket over top, it will be okay. I really wish I had my long sleeve Skims, but I don't, so we are going without it today. I'm wearing this one, and I'm having my overcoat on over it, so hopefully that will be enough for the office. But you can kind of see that it's dressy. I'm kind of apprehensive about the jeans, but I think it'll be okay. They're not like typical jeans, like blue jeans or anything. These are like, I think they look good. They're giving business. So put my makeup on, and then we are out the door. Jewelry wise, I keep it really simple. I'm probably just gonna put on my earrings. Probably these here. Or these. I'll probably do these. And that's gonna be it. I'm not wearing a necklace or anything. I feel like this is not enough. I'm wondering, should I put my turtleneck on with this? The ZARA turtleneck. Do like a little black. I don't know. I have to decide, but I'm trying to get out of here in the next 15 minutes, and I still need to do hair and makeup, so we will grab these things and get out. This could have been cute too. And I haven't even worn these. I should keep it simple today because I don't need some earring bags. Just grabbing some earring bags. I don't have any lunch and no breakfast. So I don't know what we're doing on that front, girl. We got to figure that out for today. Okay, dolls, I changed the look up because I just didn't feel like the outfit was giving for today. So I may wear that like Thursday for like a, you know, jeans kind of vibe on Thursdays. More so, I like to wear jeans on Thursday. So I just have on these ZARA really wide leg, really fabulous dress pants. And I have them on with this ZARA turtleneck. I like the buttons on the sleeve. I changed to my gold Chanel earrings, if y'all can see that. And yeah, with my Tom Ford glasses, I like this better with my glasses. I just think it looks, I don't know, just better with my glasses. So really, I built the outfit around my glasses. And so I think that this looks better with my glasses. So this is what I'm wearing. My mom gets here about 6:30, and as soon as she's here, I'm ready to go so I can zoom because it is traffic in the mornings, and I want to get all the way from where I am to the Galleria area. It takes time, and I like to be there earlier than later, so when the end of the day comes, I can jet out. So I just need to put my lip on, my lashes, which I'll probably do in the car, to be honest, when I get there, just for the sake of time today. But yeah, I love these pants. And I'm gonna put my heels on still with them. I thought about doing my black heel. I could wear these with it and just do like black. But these heels aren't as high as I need them to be so that my pants aren't dragging on the floor. So I'm gonna go with my other heels. These are cute too. I'm not wearing a blazer with it today. I'm just doing a turtleneck, and I'll probably throw on this black. Well, I am gonna throw on my black overcoat with it, because like I said, it's cold here. And yeah, so this is the look. I know it's kind of dim. I hope y'all can see this okay. I'll show y'all another outfit look when we get to work in the office where the lighting is better. But this is the vibe. Okay, so this is the vibe. I'm gonna do the other shoe, and yeah, so this is it. See you in a bit.
Your rent be like $8.
Yeah.
You can pay your side chick.
Saw the documentary thing. She didn't seem too happy with the person.
She wasn't. So well
it's so much contract.
So it is taking like this is definitely a con, super con of commuting and going to work in person. Like this is bananas. I left at about 6 a.m. It is 7:21 and I'm just now getting into the area of my job, and I still need to stop to get something for breakfast. I'm hungry today, so I had a very light dinner and I'm so hungry this morning. It's like I couldn't make it to lunch. I shouldn't even try to make it to lunch, and I was gonna scramble some eggs this morning, but I was trying to leave early enough to just get in the area, already be here, you know, get to work a little bit earlier. But it's just bananas. I don't know if it's just because it's the first week back after the holidays and now everybody's on the road, but it is very crazy. It's very crazy, but hopefully next week will be better. We're gonna keep a positive outlook and perspective. Hopefully next week will be better, and yeah, we will move forward. So I just put my lip on. I'm gonna put my lashes on. I've got my glue on my hand drying. I like for it to get a little tacky. Once it does, I have my lashes here. I'm gonna place those. It's so much traffic. It's like stop and go, stand still traffic. I'm literally not even doing like a good 5 miles per hour right now. So once I exit and get in the line, for breakfast. Then I'll pop my lashes on and then we'll zoom over to work. So I'll see you dolls in the office.
You tell me this ex is so powerful that you're dating Nina for 6 weeks, and upon running to the ex, what's the ex's name?
Please, made with almond milk.
Okay.
Could I do 4 extra pumps of chai and the matcha cold foam thick?
Okay, what else?
I would like the bacon egg bites, and that'll be it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks. My favorite Starbucks, actually.
Them on the hotline and this before it begins.
And that, my friend, is what they call closure.
Message him.
DM me, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a friend.
We've had school teachers, friends, long lost family members, friends of parents who have passed.
I just wanna get you beside me. You all you need. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. And I want you to treat your lover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, we touch our work on that. People moving. Gonna make us smile.
Okay, dolls, so here is our daily recap. We completed another day, one more day down for the week. So today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday is a work from home day. Now, the conundrum today is that tomorrow it's supposed to be freezing temperatures in the morning, before, you know, like during commute time for work. With it raining, the freezing temperatures and all of that, my question was, are we working from home tomorrow? And that's what I asked my teammates. And I mean, we didn't receive a notice or an email or anything like that. So of course it's like, yeah, work from home at your discretion, or, you know, definitely don't drive in and risk it if weather conditions are bad. But you won't actually know that until the morning time. I think the temperatures are supposed to be above freezing around 8 o'clock, which is around the time that we start work technically. So I'm like, do we come in or do we work from home? To me, previous jobs, it would just be like, hey, don't even chance it, just go ahead and work from home, especially if you have a longer commute or you're not like close by the job and stuff. But I haven't seen any notices for school closures either. So I mean, I'm not trying to like take advantage. If I don't need to work from home, then I won't. But I mean, as cold as it is, and just with the conditions, the way that they're predicting it, it's just like, whoa, it just seems like the company would kind of just send an email to say that. But I haven't seen any emails, and from what my teammates are saying, it's not something they typically do. It's just kind of like at your discretion. So I'm gonna plan to be in the office. I mean, I'm a new hire. This is like what, my third week of work. So I definitely don't want to rock the boat or not be there and then everybody else is there kind of vibes, because I just feel like if it's not stated to stay home, then most people are going to be in the office, and then I would be like working from home. So I'll just plan to come in. I'll plan to leave earlier to head in. That way I can just go slower. I don't know. But if it's like rainy and looking crazy or icy or anything like that, then I guess I will turn back. I don't know. So that's what I'll plan to do. So that covers tomorrow. And then, like I said, Friday is a work from home day. My husband is having like an outpatient type exam procedure, yearly procedure type thing. So I'll be driving him to his appointment. I do have an 8 o'clock meeting that day and getting, you know, the kids off to school. So Friday may be kind of hectic. Even though I'm working from home, it's like I have some things to do as far as work wise. So Friday may be a little busy. I'll probably just drop him off at his procedure. I don't think I need to sit there like in the waiting room or anything the whole time. So I'll just plan, I guess, work from the car and that sort of thing. A couple hours, I think, is the time for him. So that's Friday. And so yeah, so that's the update. Today was really chill. I am continuing just to go through a lot of information, combing through it, building a question list. What I've been deciding to do this time is just to ask questions, like to record the questions down, and instead of like every time I have a question raising my hand asking, I'm just building up a list of questions for the gentleman that has been assisting me on my team. And I'll just set up a meeting with him, and then I'll go through all the questions that I have to date for him, versus just like every time I have a question or a thought hitting him up. So that's the way that I want to proceed there. I think that's more effective. And in that way, since I am learning and doing my own training and onboarding, then I'm going to continue to have questions. So I'm going to just gather as many questions as I can and just sit down with him for 30 minutes or something like that, and just kind of go through a Q&A session with him. So that's my plan. I was hoping to do that on Friday. that way I could just kind of share my screen and stuff, because tomorrow, I mean, everybody has meetings and stuff, and he's not my supervisor or anything, so I was just gonna ask him some things because it's a handoff, right? He's handing off some things to me, so I just want to set that up. I look like all in black. I do have my overcoat. It was so cold in the office today. I don't know if they had the AC blowing, but my hands are cold. My workspace was cold. It was cold like in the lobbies, in the hallways, walking to the restroom. Everything was just cold. So I cannot wait to get home today and just get my heating pad on. I wish I had a heated blanket. That would be so lovely today, but I don't. So I may have to order me one from Amazon, because I've been saying I wanted just like a full heating blanket that I could just cuddle up with, because I just love that cozy feeling. And not just because it's cold, but just like all the time I love to just slather myself in castor oil and oils and stuff at night, and I just love to put that heat on my body, my abdomen, chest, everywhere. So I would love to, instead of just like always having to move my little heating pad around, just to have a full body, let me see if I can set y'all right here, just to have a full body heating blanket. So I'm gonna have to get one of those. So anyways, that is the outlook for the week. I will probably cap this vlog after Friday or either Thursday, because Friday I'm just work from home, and I think I've already recorded last Friday with you dolls, I work from home Friday, so that would bring us to a full week of work, a full week of my job vlog. And then from there, once I upload it, I'll see if you dolls want me to do like full weeks of work vlogs again, or to continue them, or if I'll just incorporate some of my work days into like my normal vlogs that I do anyways for you guys. But you know, this being like a really big part of my job, or part of my life, I just wanted to make sure to include it, and just to let you know what the flow is for us working moms. This morning was crazy. Going home, not so bad as long as I leave out like right around 3 o'clock, because like I said, I'm in the Galleria area, and it just gets to be a zoo right there at 610, or in the Galleria area if you know Houston. So I have to try to get out of the area before 4 o'clock. Like if I were to leave around 4, I could just imagine the traffic over in that area, but also coming down the freeway, you know, on my commute home. So I like the time that I'm leaving. That's why I'm trying to arrive early to work, like around 7 or so that I get my 8 hours in. I work through lunch so that I can leave by 3, and so that's why it's important to me to get there that around 7, so I can leave at 3. And that includes working through lunch. Now today I did venture out. I had been just at my desk at lunch, but like I told you dolls, I want to start getting some steps in during the day, like I have been doing in my previous jobs and stuff. So, and just to move my body, since I'm sedimentary during the day, just sitting down, or I'll, you know, put my desk up so I can stand. But I did walk. There's a tunnel that you can walk to, and I did that. I don't know how many steps because I didn't bring my Apple Watch today, so I'll have to do it again tomorrow and see how many steps it is. It couldn't have been that many. It was not anything major because I didn't walk that far, but I may try to go a little bit further. But I don't want to take like a full hour or anything, which is what I would need to do in order to get like substantial amount of steps in, because like I said, I am working through lunch to be able to leave out early in the afternoon. So I'm not going to be like walking unless I just go to that place where they have the little walking tunnel, or a tunnel that you can walk through within the building a few times during the day, just as a break, kind of walk it, come back, walk it, come back a few times. Then I can get some extra steps in. But once it warms up, I'm just going to be going back on my walks outside in the evenings in my neighborhood and letting the kids ride their bike and scooter. So that will allow me to get steps in get back on that. This week has been cold, so next week it should be back warm. warm, and then I'll start to do that in the evenings, which will be good. So anyways, dolls, I am just headed in, trying to figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner. I looked to take something out this morning to have something unthawing and all of that, but there was nothing really, and I don't feel like stopping at the grocery store. I guess I could, but I'm just so chilled. I just want to, like, chilled cold, that I just want to get home and shower, get into some cozy pajamas, something warm, and just chill. So I already hit the hubby up, like, hey, what's for dinner? Can we pick something up? Because there's nothing at the house to cook, and I don't feel like going to the grocery store. So he just responded that he's up for recommendations, and maybe he'll go pick something up. He'll go pick something up after we get the boys settled. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drive. Traffic is moving, like I was saying, so I do have a lot of time that I spend in the car, and I like to make good use of it. So this morning I did listen to some gospel music, which was nice, very spiritual, and that was good. And so I just try to use this time to decompress a little bit, because going home to a full family, it's just like you leave one job, you go to like second shift or your second job. So I'm just gonna try, I have to use the time on my commute home just to kind of relax and chill out myself. Like, if I could, before I go in the house, if nobody's there, I would read like a couple pages of my book, maybe, and just kind of unwind a little bit, and get the moments in where you can get the moments in. So yes, I'll chat with you guys later.
You've got Houston's best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today.